Hi, Flosstube.
Hello.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Slow Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time. It's Tuesday, October 19th. It's not Monday. Monday was a little full of a day. Had to drop the car off because the car needed brakes and tires, and there's something else wrong with it now. The car shouldn't be acting like this.
That's actually the maintenance stuff, dear.
Yes. And there was a ladies' guild meeting at the church, so I went to it because I went to it.
You went to it because you're a lady.
True story. So, I was supposed to stop at the church this afternoon and I forgot to. Oops. Oh well, I'll go tomorrow. Not a big. So we're filming today on Tuesday. So, I apologize. As I've maintained, life happens. I hope everybody had a fabulous week. Did you have a fabulous week?
Can I close that window?
Probably should.
BRB.
Okay.
Don't know why I said BRB when I paused it.
Because that's the thing you do. The neighborhood kids are out playing because it's like 70-some degrees out. So, you know.
Well, they should be going in the next 20 minutes, I would assume.
One would think.
That's when it gets dark.
One would think, but the children behind us do not get monitored very well. So, yes, it's a problem.
Moving on. Next subject.
Moving on. We hope you all had a wonderful week. Did you have a good week? Meh. Meh.
Just been tired. Getting a phone thrown at me.
Throwing things. Okay. Well, why don't we shout out our commenters?
Hi, y'all.
How does y'all?
Pauline, Andre, on something. Bridget, Angie, Lynn, Fever Dreams, and Teresa.
Yes, and Fever Dreams pointed out you started the whips and chains thing. Just saying.
Okay. I don't remember. Well, I'll believe you because that sounds like something I'd say.
You did. You did. You did. The video before that one, last week's video. So 2 weeks ago now, when I said whips, you said whips and chains.
Excite me.
Yes, we know. Because you're a weirdo. And you play D&D. So, yeah. All right, well then. Da-da-da. I don't know. She said dye is weird. Yes, dye is weird.
Dye is weird because she lives through it.
Dye is fabric dye.
I know, but that was funny. Made you stop to think for a second. I will say for the next section, we're going to need that light on because we're losing daylight fast.
We are losing daylight, so yeah.
Next section.
Child is rollerblading with one rollerblade on and one rollerblade off. Okay, squirrel. Next section, let's move on to whips.
The squirrels are real!
Whips.
Yay.
Yay. Whips. That's right, you haven't stitched it all last week. Okay.
Yeah, though this time at least it wasn't to the severe total I want to die.
Yeah.
It was actually just because, well, partially I was tired and partially I just wanted to finish a video game up, which I still haven't finished.
Okay. I just realized my whips are not going to be all that exciting this week. Because I didn't stitch on a whole heck of a lot. Because I was on a finishing kick. I'm on a finishing kick.
Well, honey, I do not think kicking the project is a good way to finish it.
So I busted out Blessings Be Thine late in the week, and just went ahead and finished it. It was 125 stitches to finish it. Keep the bell handy. So, a little small ornament, but Blessings Be Thine is done. That's one. Where are you going?
Oh! Fun ideas.
Okay, and then my U for Letters of the Month was this cute little USA chart. I don't remember if I showed it last week. I think I did, but I finished it. This was a sum total of 770 stitches. This was a freebie I found. I don't even remember where I found it. So, okay, we're good with the bell now.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
And then I busted out knee high. Then I was on a finishing kick, so I busted out knee high to finish knee high. I don't have it done yet.
But you're very, 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 very,
I'm
very
very
close.
I am very close.
She was bragging to me about it.
I finished the Quilt Flag with my crazy specialty stitches. So I just have the quilt block up here, which I'm making the Ohio Star quilt block, which is very densely stitched. So $845. Yeah, I just mathed that in my head. Stitches on it last week. And then I put in nope, wrong. And then I put in I didn't write it down yet. I put in 300 stitches on it yesterday, and this block is 300 stitches on it today. And then I have, these 4 blocks, and it will be a finish. So it will be finished next week.
More fun with bells!
We're fun with bells.
Oh, by the way, you finished Bell and go berserk, right?
Speaking of fun with bells, yes, I took out Belle this weekend to finish her zombie run stitches. So I did 500 some odd stitches on it. I don't feel like flipping the page back to tell you. But there we have it. It was this part here. We're getting there. We're getting there. This isn't quite the full all the way bottom of her skirt, but it's pretty close. So we shall continue to work on her. That's what I've stitched on this week. I know, not exciting because I haven't been stitching on a whole lot, but I've got several things that I really would like to finish up before the end of the year because I'm really close to finishing them. So I'm just going to work on them and go from there. I may put knee high down after I finish up that block of 300 or that one block and work on one of my other 2 that are really close to being finished. Just something a little different because I have been plugging away at knee high pretty hardcore to get it done. So
yeah, that's one very big difference between you and me.
Hmm.
Once I get close to the end, I don't stitch on anything but it until it is done because I see the end. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I am going to get there. So, question: are you like Laura? And oh, I only got 400 stitches left, but I'm going to stitch on something else so I get a break. Or are you like me and went, I'm 400 stitches from the finish line. Go, go, go!
So, to be fair, I seriously underestimated. Because when I first started working on finishing up knee high, I still had, I think, 2 lines of the quilt on the bottom to do, the entire, star field on it to do. And this quilt block to do. I severely underestimated the amount of effort that would take. I thought the flag quilt would be a little easier. And don't get me wrong, once I got my rhythm going with it, it wasn't super hard, but it was time consuming. So.
Oh, no, I fully understand. But like the last 3 weeks of Dragons, I was so motivated just to get it done.
Oh, I want to get it done.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying there's a difference between us. That's all.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all of the stitching for the week. Wow, this is gonna be a super short video, y'all.
Maybe we should stitch it. Maybe we should film it like this then.
We are such darks. We are such darks.
Dark!
I do have some haul to share with y'all.
Yep.
So
button pressing Joe time. Yay!
haul, y'all.
Yeehaw!
Okay, so the new releases for Stitching with the Housewives came out, and I got them. This is the December calendar crate. I'm just going to take them out of the plastic. Sorry. This is the December calendar crate. Oh, it's still really glary. Yes, so. And at some point, these are all going to be... There are copies for my personal stash, so. While we're promoting the business, we're also promoting these are copies from my personal stash.
That was nice.
Thank you. The Here Comes Santa Claus, part of the Backup the Truck series. Isn't that adorable? And last but not least, squish. Silent Night. That's super pretty. I think that's super cute. I love them. I will not stitch them on black because black is my torment. I have something on black, and it is my torment.
I like stitching on black. But then again, I cheat.
Yes. Okay, and then, if you've been playing along at home, you will have noticed that I have not shown you any Silk of the Month in a while.
A while?
6 months?
That's a long time. That's not a while. That is a long time.
So, back in March, April-ish, we got emails from Joe. There were some shipping issues. And, so they basically had to go to a system where they ship a large package to each individual country that they ship their Silks of the Month to. And then that person would break them down and distribute them via mail within the country, which is great and worked out well, except we moved in November of 2020. I emailed Joe and said, hey, we moved, new address, here you go. And she updated my address, and their system rejected our reality and substituted its own. And it switched our mailing address back to our old house. And
the people that bought our old house are jerks.
That's how I'm putting it. So finally, I emailed and I said, you know, I think something's wrong. I have a feeling I know what's wrong. I think something's wrong. Sure enough, that was what was wrong. And I said, you know, I can check with the post office, but I can about guarantee you they're not sending them back because they're jerks and they're not doing anything to figure out how to get them to me because they're jerks. I mean, they literally pushed me out of my house in a day and a half. So, Silk Street is very kind and gracious, and they sent me all of my back silks.
Can I make my smart comment?
What?
When the karma train finally shows up for them, it's going to be one heck of a big locomotive. Have fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm not pulling them all out of the bags because that would just be a lot of work. But they are lovely and they are beautiful. And the ones in the envelopes and the ones in the folded up pieces of paper do have the little cards on them. I'm just assuming she was out of taffeta bags or whatever. It's taffeta is wasted in my house because my cat chews it. So it pretty much doesn't stick around long. Anyways. So I have all of my back silks. My address is right.
Don't worry, the dog will eat the tags.
This is true. My dog eats cardboard.
We have strange critters.
So I have all of my back silks waiting for October's, but that will come separately now that we have the whole system on track because it was before the October shipments went out that I caught this. So we have it on track now. We should be good. You know, if I don't.
Did you do a count and make sure October's isn't in there?
Yes,
Okay.
I looked through all of them.
Just checking.
Because they are all labeled with the month and the year. And then they're labeled 1, 2, 3. And then she designates a number for each color. So, beautiful. So that's all. Shall we move on to plans?
Comet train's gonna get you. Choo choo.
Plans and announcements.
Oh. I am waiting to get stuff together because we had a, what was it, May we found out about the Your Roots thing?
I think so.
And this past Saturday, I finally thought of something I can cross-stitch for it. I've been racking my brain since then. I don't have a lot of roots growing up. I don't have a lot of roots, period. There's a reason why I moved to Ohio and didn't care.
So, I'm going to buy the pattern and we're going to figure out fabric and... What color fabric do you want it on? Okay.
Off-white.
Okay. And he's going to do that for his boots.
So you'll see seeing progress for that next week, hopefully.
Yep. So knee-high finishing is on the chopping block. It's in here somewhere.
Should I pause it while the sirens go by?
They shouldn't be too disruptive because they won't come by our house.
Well, I don't know. We do have the VFW and drunk people slip. They're old drunk people.
That is true. And one night I was sitting on Zoom and I had the windows open in the house and our front window is really big. And I had it down and the ambulance came up to the corner and there was a car coming down the street because we live on a corner. So there's a car coming down the street. Ambulance is coming up. So it did the woo thing to say, be like, hey, pay attention and stop. Scared the crap out of all of us sitting on Zoom. It is kind of funny. Okay. So knee-high is on the block to finish. So is Mayor Spools, which is literally just finish the border. And then I'm not entirely sure this is going to actually get finished. Because there is still a lot to do on this. But the one that's next closest to be finished is Home for Christmas. I still have the top and bottom border thing to do. Plus I got to fix that one berry, flower, whatever it is. It may not get finished, but I'm definitely going to put some work into it. It's on the docket to get it finished before the end of the year. Just because I want to get some stuff finished before the end of the year. Because...
Hey, at least they didn't park on the driveway this time.
This is true. This is the March Mayhem list. I am starting
What are you doing
31
for me?
things for March Mayhem. Stay tuned. Round about the 18th of March, I'm probably going to be whining that I'm freaking nuts. Now, I will add an asterisk to this. This isn't the total list. These are all the ornaments I'm starting for March, with the exception of the ones with the stars by it, because the stars ones are letters of the month projects. Yes.
Can I do March Mayhem Joe style?
You can do whatever you want.
Would you like to know my random ideas?
What?
Just an hour of stitching a day.
Well, that's fine. You can do that.
Because I don't want to have... If I had... Could you imagine what my head would look like if I had 31 projects?
That would be crazy. That's the fire trucks. Ooh, something's going on. I do have a small list. Okay, not a small list. Of other things that I want to start next year. Figure I'm just going to get them started in March. Most of them will be March starts. There are a couple of things that I'm going to do at different times.
I just should have what you done?
Like, I want to start, my birthday starts on here. My New Year, New Start is on here. A couple things are on here. I don't remember what that is. A couple things are on here that now I officially don't remember what I was writing down. Beth-Ann, I need your help.
The Zoom signal. Doing. Help me, Zoomers, help me. So the video is in 40 minutes of you just staring, going, I don't know what that is.
I really don't know what that is. Because it's not... Oh, I do know what it is. Ding, 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 ding.
Her bulb blew.
I have rags to riches on here, the Joan Elliott chart. I have a giant piece of fabric to do it all as one project. Because I'm crazy. I bought it 6 years ago at the cross stitch retreat in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Our very first cross stitch retreat 6 years ago. I have not started the stupid thing yet. Why? I could be done with it by now.
No, you couldn't.
I probably wouldn't be. But I ain't getting any younger, honeys. You only live once. So, but I'm also
Well,
gonna start.
you should just buy a second coffin and bury you with all your whips. You love me.
But I have Cinderella by RTM, and Beth-Ann wants to do Snow White by RTM, and she wanted me to do it with her, but I'm not. I like Snow White, but I'm more Cinderella. So I asked her if Cinderella was okay, and she said yes. This is what happens, by the way, when you leave Beth-Ann and I unsupervised for too long, because all of this has started with that, and then we also came with an idea to take a page out of the Stitching with the Housewives book, and we have designated a thing for each day of the week for next year. I will share those with you at a later time as we work on refining things. At some point before the end of the year, there's probably going to be a big plans video where I talk about all of the ornaments I'm going to stitch, all of the charts I would like to start, and what I have planned thus far. Hopefully. We get that far. So, it's October, and I'm planning for 2022. Yes, dear.
I just had a really good idea for March.
What?
Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4.
I like that idea. And a lot of people do it that way as opposed to doing something new every day to make it a little bit more manageable for them.
And I also like all 4 of those. That's why I bought the 4-pack. But look at Laura's face when I said, hey, honey, I want to buy these 4. And she was just like, 4? You? Oh, they're tied together. That was literally, it was a confusion, then an aha, and then an okay.
Okay, and admittedly, if it were not for the fact that most of what I'm doing for March is ornaments, I would not be starting as much. But most of them are ornaments, and so they're small. They'll take me a day or two, and you know, if I don't get it done the day I start it, then we fit that into, which is actually where we got the idea to do a different theme each day of the week. To work on stuff. It's kind of just gives us a different way to rotate whips out. I always thought that was really fun how Priscilla and Chelsea did that. But their rotation kind of didn't incorporate some of the stuff that I do. So yeah, Beth Ann and I just were talking about it, and she's like, well, let's just do this. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great. So let's come up with some, and off we went, and I tried to make it broad enough so that it fit everything we both stitch, because we both have a very variety of style. Beth Ann and I have a very wide-ranging style of stitching. And other people can participate if they so desire.
I love how similar and different we are with stitching. 31 new starts. I'm doing 4. And I'm perfectly happy doing 4. And the ones I want to do, and it's like, hey, this week 8, because I plan on studying them.
Well, there you go. Okay. So, that's plans for this week. I don't really have any announcements, because stuff is slowly trickling in. A couple people have asked me about, like, Christmas boxes, you know, the Christmas boxes or the countdown boxes or whatever. I was going to do one this year, but with how inconsistent some supplies are, no, I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, we'd have to stock for that in June so that we knew we'd get here by December.
Right. And actually, I had planned on starting to stock for June for a few boxes, and that's when supply issues started. So,
I thought they started last year.
well, yeah, they did. That's in the works for 2022. So, all right. That's basically it for this week. I know it's kind of a shorter video. And I know we're late, and I'm sorry.
I'm not. Life happens.
Most of you guys don't really mind the shorter videos, and most of you guys don't mind life happens. But, and we thank you for your patience and your understanding.
My exact thought process is, if it actually bothers you that we're a day late, my question to you is, why so serious?
Some people they have a schedule, and you don't break the schedule.
I know, but but if life happens is a good excuse for you. Why are you so serious?
I mean,
life should not be taken that serious, especially not a YouTube video.
No,
I love you all, but it's a YouTube video.
It's not that serious.
Every YouTube creator I've ever watched videos of who has apologized because something's happened in their life, almost every comment includes the words, don't worry about it, to some variation or effect. Would you like me to do the YouTube thingy me, Bob?
Yes, please, because I have to go potty.
Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy me, Bobby. All the fun YouTube schmeal.
All that fun YouTube stuff. Instagram and how to find me on Facebook are linked below. Please don't just randomly friend me on Facebook because I'm opinionated. And some people don't like my opinion.
Don't try it with me if you manage to find me, because if I don't know who you are, I'm not accepting or declining.
I've had a couple people friend me from videos, and it took me a little bit to figure out who they were. I try not to be offensive, but I do have opinions, and I do like to share my opinions. So,
I'm offensive.
and some of my jokes can be a little offensive. I have some very odd humor. So, but Instagram's a great place to find me because, I do post my stitching stuff on Instagram. I post it straight, and it links to Facebook. Blah, 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 that whole thing. So, we will see you next week. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, 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 bye.